Here's your Pinpoint Weather 12 forecast.
Well, there is skiing in Rhode Island. This is Yagu at about 7:30 this evening. It has been cold enough. Well, they did pick up some natural snow last week, but it's been cold enough to be making snow as well. So it's a different landscape down in Exeter, and actually great skiing just to the north and central Mass at Wachusett as well. All right, take a peek outside. Cloudy skies, dry, breezy, cold in the mid-20s. A couple of flurries here and there, but nothing significant, and mainly dry. It'll keep that way right on through the overnight hours. You can see the bit of a breeze in Providence right now. Temperatures in most areas on either side of the mid-20s. Glendale, Burrillville at 24, New Bedford 29, and here in Providence at 26 degrees. So very light snow coming up for tomorrow. Would hesitate to call this a snowstorm. We're looking at mainly during the afternoon and early evening hours, and essentially just kind of a dusting or a coating to about an inch. So probably not enough to bring out plows and snow blowers. Kind of sweep it away with a broom. Very dry, and because the pavement is so cold, as soon as it starts to snow in any given area, anything that's untreated, it'll just immediately stick. So there may be some slippery spots by the evening commute, but nothing more than that coating to an inch. We'll talk about that in more detail in just a second. What's unique about the upcoming weekend? Very cold and gusty, but Saturday could very well be one of the coldest days of the winter season. Wind chills close to zero, seeing signs of much milder air coming in by next week. In fact, the average high for this time of year in the afternoon is 38, and of course it's been very cold of late, and you can see the next several days colder than average, especially on Saturday. But Monday and beyond, look at the turnaround in temperature for next week, not nearly as cold. Look at the wind chills that we're forecasting for by Saturday evening at 5 o'clock, 10 degrees above zero. By Sunday morning at around sunrise at 7 a.m., these feel like temperatures getting close to zero. Quiet across New England, tracking moisture off to our south and west towards the Ohio Valley right in here. The bulk of this system is going to pass too far to the south to give us any big direct impact as far as snowfall. In fact, when we take a look at the forecast, watch the time bar. Dry air is still in place. So tomorrow morning, starting off dry, cloudy skies, 8 o'clock in the morning. The blue is snow. Take you into the afternoon and evening. There's the storm center. It is just too far offshore to have a big impact. But we do get grays with the northern fringe of some light snow. The better chance along the south shore. The further north you go, there's not much in the way of precipitation. 6 o'clock in the evening, lingering very light snow. 9 o'clock in the evening, it's gone. Sets up for the windy and frigid weather starting Saturday morning. So we're getting real close, and this is tomorrow morning at about 8 a.m. cloudy skies, 7 a.m. cloudy skies and cold. The blips of blue indicating some scattered light snow. By late morning, that'll continue throughout the afternoon. This is about 3 o'clock. Notice by 7 o'clock in the evening and beyond, it's moving offshore and things drying out. Another look at the snowfall amounts, and again, no more than a coating to an inch. It's one of those situations where the chances are much lower north. The chances are a bit higher as you get closer to the south shore. The exception, Plymouth County and the Cape, right in here, you may see some localized 1 to 3 inch amounts. So it's cloudy, cold tomorrow morning, but by 11 a.m. you may see a few flurries. And then during the afternoon and evening, very light snow, but it wouldn't cause or take much to cause some slipperiness. So be careful for that evening commute, upper 20s to lower 30s. It is windy and frigid this weekend, especially on Saturday. Only 23 degrees for the high, 29 on Sunday with sunshine. Temperatures start to moderate next week. We'll watch for mixed precipitation by the middle of next week. Mike and Shannon.